All of our projects, we've started with zero.
From the ground up, Pastor Michael Chapman and his First Lady Ina have been quietly buying up and building up the neighborhood they grew up in.
You're talking about as much as 60% ownership of the land that's in the Fruit Belt.
And there are big plans for that land that surrounds the Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus.
Best to Jefferson, Jefferson down here to back up to Maine.
The St. John's Gethsemane Church owns this property. They call the 45 acres the Village Campus. We're talking subsidized housing, low-income and market-rate apartments, hospice, senior living, daycare, and business hubs.
We got 15.1 acres of the most valuable land anywhere in Western New York.
The church is committed to seeing $500 million in economic development on that land over 15 years. Existing projects will get upgrades, and new housing projects are planned with help from private funds and state grants.
Originally, they were going to have turn all of this from Michigan all the way back to parking lot. And the pastor stepped in and stopped them and said, no, I'll develop the Fruit Belt.
If the Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus was going to become a world-class medical campus, we would put up the assets and facilitate the community becoming a world-class community.
The church says it's sitting on close to $70 million in assets, and it's leveraging that towards securing additional funds for its Fruit Belt vision.
And Madison joining me now. Ambitious project here, Madison, but just to be clear, the shovel has not hit the ground yet.
Correct. The shovel hasn't hit the ground yet. I was talking with the developer, Sinatra, who's working with the church on this project. He said what the next step is getting that application to the state for funding. They're expecting all of that to go through. Just in case it doesn't, if there are any hiccups, they do have some bridge lenders in place, they said, to hopefully get the funds pushed through for the project.
No, we're talking about the Fruit Belt. Anytime we talk about development there, we also hear concerns about gentrification. What are they saying about that?
So the pastor told me right out of his mouth, this whole project, the $500 million, is to stop gentrification right in its tracks. He wants people from that neighborhood to help reinvigorate their own neighborhood, and he's willing to help train them if necessary. Take a listen to how they're doing that.
We had our own human resource. When we trained them, we didn't have to send them to someone else, and then somebody else see there's a 2-year gap. Say, where you been for 2 years? They've been in jail. Well, we know they was in jail. We live right down here.
Before you get into more trouble, get over here and start sweeping around this construction site.
They're doing it all themselves. If this project breaks ground this spring, like they're hoping, this will be the largest development project on the east side of Buffalo that has ever been done.
Wow. Okay, thank you very much,
Absolutely.
Madison. And we will be following this project every step of the way as part of our Hiring 716 initiative. We will be posting the latest updates and any job opportunities under the Hiring 716 tab at WKBW.com.